Get lifted.
Yeah.
They gonna bring the we in the building back. That's gonna be we're bringing that back. I'm safe. Anyway,
no vaccines. They just everybody's safe with no vaccine, but it's cool though. You know what I'm saying? Whatever.
we in the building like we vaccinated. There's something there. But anyway, but we're gonna talk about the album. First of all, the bars, the double entendres, triple entendres. It's crazy. I like to talk about the craft and the pen before we, talk about anything else.
Yeah.
All right. First of all, the first bar with the stripes for the check. So you had the Adidas for the Nike.
Thank
you. Know
you.
what I'm saying? I caught that.
Yeah, okay.
I caught that. And then you had, my man had Disney bars. You know what I'm saying? He had the Wreck-It Ralph. Is that Disney?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, that just spans from my daughter watching TV. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just sitting there like I just try to spin her shit to my shit. So, the newest edition. You know what I mean? I'm like Ralph Tresvant.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But if we letting fans duel over bars, it's a bet. Like I'm outside.
Bro, I love that. I love that, like, you still find the time to write and stay creative being a family man. You know what I'm saying? I be bugging because, like, it would be, like, the most innocent. Y'all watching Disney together and you over here with a gun bar. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yo,
like,
hey, man, look. I mean, your neighborhood and your upbringing going to pop up every now and then. You know what I'm saying? Just as long as I don't translate that to my girls. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm raising girls.
Yeah.
So it's a little different. You know what I'm saying? But, the mind is always working, bro. As long as you feeding it the right shit, it's gonna do what it do.
That's the beauty of hip hop and just the art form in writing too is taking something that's familiar and making it something completely your own or giving somebody a different perspective of something or correlating it and connecting dots where dots ain't there to be connected. That's what dope MCs do, man. So shout out to you for that. Man, bro.
Thank you. And even you, I got to give you the flowers too. I don't know if, you know what I'm saying, people don't, I haven't seen much of that happen on the platform, but come on, man, this is Mike Sick. Like, this is somebody from back home that was wrapping circles around everybody. So, like, from somebody from home base to come out here to Atlanta, running, you've been doing your thing too, bro. Come on, man. I got to give it up too, man. So look, you need to come out. You outside doing your media thing, and I like it too. It looks good. But come on, man. You got to, this your platform. You got to have your own.
Damn, accountability. Public accountability. This can't go viral, all right? We can't let this freestyle go viral. Be too much accountability. Nah, I appreciate that, man. From battling at ODU to Cyphers to selling mixtapes at the Navy Federal because I know they had money and it was payday. I knew when payday was, so I'd post up at the Navy Federal to get the CDs off, man. Sleeping in my crib, burning the CDs on the compact tower, the HP tower, getting no sleep, waking up, then going to the ATM on payday and getting those off and getting crazy love, man. I wouldn't trade that in for the world, man. Shout out Vigilantes, Check, Sherm Loke, man. The homie Schizo, who did a lot of work with us on the beats. He's actually out here in the A now. Shout out to him, man.
There we go.
Pete Twist, Joe Stu, so many people from the crib, man. And you've been rocking, you're rocking currently with somebody that's been rocking for a minute, man. Shout out your label and everybody on the label and everybody that you're rocking with that's been putting in work for a long time.
For sure, man. You know what I'm saying? So I'm under G-Man, you know what I'm saying? G-Man, but it's a G-Man, Aspire to Inspire Music Group is the team. So I got a clan with me that's bar heavy, you know what I'm saying? If I could shout out more artists too, the homie Lucid just dropped a project, 757 Degrees just came out. You know what I'm saying? I got Will Young on the battle tip, Basic on the battle tip, Me's coming, Motive coming, Ready Rail, Stretch Dollar, like we doing our thing, man. And then on the G-Man side, we got Sensei, the homie Logi just dropped something, the Bigger Bag John just came out. So I mean, we working, bro.
No doubt.
Yeah, we working,
it's
man.
Beautiful thing. It's good to hear. I love to hear that. And like I tell anybody from the crib, come fuck with me. And I've been saying it for years.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Hey, look, he had to tell, not to cut you off, but he had to tell me that when we was in San Diego. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it was like we still making our moves, but it was like, bro, I'm in the A going crazy, like, come down. And he got to talk to me about it in the West.
Yo.
For me to come back down South.
That's how the shit go, though. Like, when we go to South by Southwest, it would be like South by South A, because Atlanta would take over Austin, Texas, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you the phony shit, right? The phoniest shit. It be motherfuckers you see all the time. You go to South by Southwest, you be on 6th Street, you getting a piece of pizza or something, or you might be in an event, you cross paths with somebody you see every other weekend, and you be out in Austin, and take y'all to Lincoln, Austin for y'all to be like, bro, we gotta work, man. When we gonna work? It's like, bro, I'll be at the crib every fucking day.
Yeah, I seen you at the mall.
You know what I'm saying?
I seen you at Lennox. They like, what's up?
Bro, like that's what Atlanta's been like, man. And look, and this ain't no shade to anybody in the industry, anybody that's working. I know everybody is busy and doing their thing, but there's nothing greater than the power of collaboration when one megalith and another megalith comes together. Look at Versus. Look at Timbaland and Swizz. They could have made a beat together. They said, nah, it's bigger than this. What can we do really for the culture? And we had two fucking Mount Rushmore, producers and somebody on somebody's Mount Rushmore. They probably up there together and they did something greater. There's no reason why that anybody can't do that, whether you're in Virginia, whether you're in Atlanta, anywhere on the map, you can come together and make great shit happen. Nobody ever handed me shit. Nobody ever handed High Off Life shit. We worked for it. The radio said no to this platform, and we said we're going to do it ourselves. 70 plus episodes in. We here. Shout out Live Hip Hop Daily. They believed in the vision. They said, let's get it.
There you go.
And we here, and we doing it all together, man. That's what it's about, man. The power of collaboration. You know what I mean?
Exactly, bro.
So I want to talk about these bars, though. I'm still on that shit. I feel like, and I got to ask you if you're a battle rap fan, because you did the Mike Vick line. You know what I'm saying? Then you said, let me bring that back. And you said the Excite bike to flip it. And then you brought it back and you said, Big Cool, your mic sick. I appreciate that.
Man,
you know
look,
what I mean?
family shit.
Already. But that's a battle rap technique. Like, like saying something and say, hold on, you didn't get that, so let me rewind it. And then you flipped it with another rhyming word in that scheme, man. So are you a battle rap?
No, yeah. I definitely am. I'm definitely I come from that though. Like,
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like really like writing and everything and with the hip hop shit early on, I was into that battle rap early, you know what I'm saying? So but yeah, no, I'm a big fan. I might not tap in as often as I can or as I should, but I mean it's always gonna be there, you know what I'm saying? It's like talking shit and freestyling and all that. Like that's where it stems from. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm a big fan. I won't jump in the ring though. And I've told plenty of the homies that as of lately, man, I can't do it. Cause if you bringing up wifey, you bringing up my youngins, it's a different type of pace for me. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like 10 years ago, cool. I might have jumped back in there, but today, nah, bro. Okay. We'll do a cypher. We'll see who's good. Yeah. But after that, don't bring nobody name up or don't talk about the family, bro. It's gonna be a different feel.
I heard that. But if you ever do, or if any of the partners, man, holla at me. We in that lane. We've been doing that for a minute. Big shout out to my homie Direct. We're working right now on a cypher for his streaming joint. It might be out by the time you see this. But battle rap and just the pen game and the craft behind these MCs, you know what I'm saying? I've said this in episodes before, man. It's like an extension of poetry, you know what I'm saying? They're not confined to the beat. They can go off and go crazy. And I'll just say this here on the channel now. Like, even if you don't watch battle rap or if you're not like crazy about it, super vested, if you've seen it a couple times, as an MC, as a hip hopper that knows how to make nothing into something, if you're creative and you're an MC, the way they've raised the bar, you're subconsciously going to take something from that with the way they do it. And so battle rap has definitely influenced the game, changed the game from the MC, backpacker rapper, MC's MC, to the top. And it's undeniable. I mean, even like the Megan Thee Stallions and these, top tier artists definitely have that cadence of like, just a dope MC, you know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of that, battle rap keeps people on their toes because battle rap is a good way to be like, well, what's something new that somebody's gonna say? Right. You're not gonna go to the radio and be like, somebody gonna say something new. Yeah. But a battle rap, if you ain't saying nothing new, you ain't getting on.
Yeah, because I mean that's the foundation, right? That's the foundation. There's no, like you said, there's no beats going, there's nothing happening. It's just all vocals, right? Yeah. So it's a matter of like, how do I captivate the audience enough to kill my opponent but keep you intrigued? You know what I'm saying? So it's oratory. Like we have to be able to flip these words and to do certain things. So when it comes for me, when it comes to creating music and things like that, it's gonna always be there. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Especially if I'm outside of just doing something conceptual. It's a matter of like, all right, well, let's do these bars. Let's see who can flip it. You know what I'm saying? Because even in the freestyle, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, look at him, emotional. Like that's battle shit. You know what I mean? So it's all home base, man, and it starts with the foundation. And I'm big on that. We gotta continue the foundation, because otherwise it's just the genre is gonna spin out of control, and we gotta reel it back in sometimes.
Yeah, and that was another bar there too. You put your head on the stick the way you told them pose. I was like, come on, man.
Yeah.
You know, this is the thing. Being an MC and sitting next to so many talented MCs, there's always a line. There's every episode, it never fails that somebody says something or at least uses a word or a scheme that I'm like, dang, I was trying to think of something for that. So the totem pose was definitely one of them. I was like, damn, totem pose.
Hey, look,
I'm like, damn.
And I don't want nobody to see this, like, you know what I'm saying, and be like, because, you know what I'm saying, the homie J. Cole just dropped his album too. And that bar was up there too. But, I mean, we hadn't heard it. Like, you know what I'm saying? The project didn't come out when I concocted this shit in my head. Yeah. So it was like, all right, I don't want nobody to be like, oh, man, the Intalek out here, goddamn. Nah, bro. We could try again, or we could reverse some shit and run some shit back.
Run it back.
You know what I'm saying? But nonetheless, man, yeah, bro, but you do this. I'm gonna keep saying that, like, you do this, bro. Even when you do your intros for like everyone else, like that I've seen on the platform, you be rapping, bro.
I try to give them a little bit in case they forgot. You know what I mean? Let's talk about the craft real quick before we talk about the album.
Okay.
And put a bow on it real nice. Like again, shout out Dope Filler Apparel. Y'all stick around. I'm gonna tell y'all how to get it. Matter of fact, let me show y'all the shirt real quick. It's the same shirt I'm wearing, but it just got the yellow. You know what I'm saying? So I got the ketchup joint. This is the honey mustard. You know what I'm saying?
I need that.
Manila Dope Filler Apparel. You know what I'm saying? Dope, Fila Apparel. That's the Instagram. Check them out. You know what I mean? Representing the Bay Area.
Word. That's all love.
I'll just tell you now, just go ahead and comment. If you're Filipino, go ahead and comment. If you're Asian, go ahead and comment. And tag Dope Filler Apparel. I don't know, just say some shit, you know what I'm saying? Put the Filipino flag, do something.
Yeah,
and you can get that. You know what I mean? I'm not discriminating against anybody that's not Asian or Filipino. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to put the flag in the joint too, cool. I'll pick somebody at random and DM you, get the address, and I'll send that to you, man, courtesy of Dope Filler Apparel. But anyway, I want to talk about the craft, man. How do you construct bars? Are you listening to the beat, going, you know, doing what the beat tells you to do? Are you kind of putting the bars and the schemes in your head together first, then bringing it to the beat? What's your writing process like?
Yeah, I mean, it's a little bit of all of that, though, honestly. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it'll be a matter of, you know what I mean? Like, if I get a beat, you know what I'm saying, then I could put something together with the beat. If I'm just hanging out and then, like, bars come together, I'll just jot something down real quick. So, I mean, it's a combination of everything. But most of the stuff that I do create will be a matter of just with the beat, and then the beat tells me exactly what to put on it. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, it's a mix of all of that, bro. It's a mix of everything.
No doubt. So let me ask you this: when you get a scheme, because you scheme a lot, you know what I'm saying, with the, you know, you're not basic, you have wordplay or whatever.
Yeah.
When you have the wordplay, right? Let's, you know, if you have the word iPhone 12, right? Are you like iPhone 12, then you write it down, and you're like, no, or how quick does it come to you? And if it doesn't come to you, what do you do to get those words together for that scheme?
Yeah, like you probably breaking me down more than anything, bro. But no, it's just that, like, if I, like, especially multi-syllables, because you want it to make sense when you do multi-syllables. So, yeah, when it's something like that, if it doesn't flow immediately, and I want to continue to scheme, then yeah, I'll continue. I'll just write that multi-syllable down, and then what rhymes with that multi-syllable. So I'll write that down, and then I'll just come back to it. You know what I'm saying?
Got you.
So I'll let it marinate for a little bit, and then maybe pace in the crib. You know what I'm saying? Going shopping or something, watching Disney.
It sound like
with the
me,
youngin', you know what I mean?
Except the Disney part. I ain't got a Disney yet.
So, but it's always something like going, man, and wifey would be like, I might look like I'm on my phone, and she be on it like all the time, like, damn, like, you stay on your phone. But I'm constantly writing. I promise, I'm constantly writing. and it comes like that, bro. I've got so many verses that haven't even been recorded or never will see the light of day, but it's just me jogging, like, you know what I'm saying? And for something like that, for anybody watching or anybody listening, it's just that, man, always continue to practice your craft, you know what I'm saying? And shit that don't make it out, you know what I mean? Just continue to just keep hitting that rock until you break that shit and keep it going, you know what I'm saying? So
I like that, jogging. You wasn't out there jogging. I ain't see you out there jogging every day.
You know what I mean? I ain't getting this weight for nothing. I gotta keep going, like, you know what I'm saying?
No doubt, man. All right, so and I promise you, I want to talk about more about
man.
the album.
I'm hanging out now. I need a refill on this cup, if anything. You know what I'm saying? We get there.
Dr. Bombay out here.
It's like,
I do want to talk about something a little more serious or whatever. And feel free, for you to be candid. And please do not give me the PC answer.
Yeah.
Because I'm sitting here with you, another mestizo child, another mestizo man here. You know, and a lot has been going on with the Stop Asian Hate and everything. And with COVID, we've been in the crib, you know, for a while. And I know personally, I've internalized a lot. Now I had an opportunity to go back and learn about my culture, have conversations with, you know, my cousins and relatives back home, and with everything that's been going on with civic engagement, protests, Capitol riots, all of that. It's a lot to take in.
Yeah.
You know, how did you take that in as a Pacific Islander, a mixed Pacific Islander? You're Filipino and Black, correct?
Mm-hmm. Correct.
Yeah. How did you take that in? But let's talk about just being Filipino and Black in America 2021.
Yeah, no, I mean,
Take all the time you need.
For sure, bro. No, it's a lot, man, because it's both sides, right? So with me growing up, I didn't really. So as a youngin, I wasn't around a lot of Asians at the jump. You know what I'm saying? Most of my friends and majority of my friends are African Americans. So I identified that way. And just being young, man, my father was in the military, so when he would be gone, it'd be my mother, you know what I'm saying, taking me to like these PTAs and school functions and stuff, and she had to break into the language, you know what I mean?
And so she's Filipino, correct?
Correct. My mother's Filipino. So it was a matter of just like when they would see me, you know what I'm saying, you would see a Black kid, but then they'd be like, well, what's going on here, you know? And that's just coming from the neighborhood that I was coming from. Even though Virginia Beach is a heavy influence on Pacific Islanders and Asian Americans and stuff like that, my identity was there. And I still identify in that specific space too. But I embrace the fact that I am mixed, you know, and I attest that a lot to my sister. My sister was big on honing in on that, you know what I'm saying? And she was like, mixed. Look, I am mixed. Like, I'm not Black, you know? So I started to tap in more on that. And then when I had kids, it was just that, like, know your background, know exactly what it is, right? So to spin it all back, man, I don't know if a lot of people know too, but even in the Philippines, my mother told me, it'd be darker skinned Filipinos that they would banish, you know, but that's just European mindset. Like, you know what I'm saying? I think that's just a matter of like what was ingrained at that time to, all right, push these darker skinned people away. You know what I mean? So, it's still, it's going on. It's worldwide type of thing. So I look at it like, for me, I'm getting both sides. You know what I'm saying? Like, not only am I, like, my father is super Black, you know what I'm saying, but my mother is Filipina too, and that the shit that's going on in America is just like, damn. I told my wife that, like, I can't win anywhere I go. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of shit going on, but I think at the end of the day, bro, it's just love, man. We just gotta love one another. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of color, creed, whatever, bro. Like, that's just the way it's gotta be.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we just gonna be spinning out of control. And even with COVID, like, we were gone from each other for so long. Niggas don't even know how to interact. Like, we don't know how to, we can't even stand in line without it being an issue. Because we were so used to, all right, 6 feet. But then if somebody's this close, 2 years ago, that was okay. Like, if we was at a concert hall, it's fine because we here. But now it's like, yo, I don't even know how to operate with this space.
Right.
So,
and you think being mixed might exacerbate that, or people that may not know who you are, what you are, and they might be in your space, or if you just happen to maybe accidentally be in their space? I'm not trying to like open up a new can of worms, but I'm just saying, like, does that being mixed play into any of that you're saying now with social distancing or getting back to the world opening up?
Yeah, no, absolutely, bro, absolutely. Because I mean, like I said, like I be with my moms all the time. So when we be out in the street or we be, you know, shopping or doing whatever, you see an Asian. You know what I'm saying? My mother Asian American. Then, however the world might view me as an African American or a mestizo, you know what I'm saying? There goes that, like, all right, like a what's the word I'm looking for? Almost like a lesser of the one. So I'm playing. It's like I can't win on both sides. Whether if I'm like, all right, cool, I'm gonna identify African American, you know what I'm saying? Then it's like, all right, you get this side of the coin. But then on the Asian American side, well, it's this side of the coin. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's just it's wicked, bro. It's honestly wicked. Cause I mean, I remember as a kid, like, my mother going, you know what I'm saying, she taking us to stores and everything like that, and they talking down on her, or they looking at her in a different way, and you know how that shit goes.
Yeah.
So I'm on it now where I'm just super, like, protective on her, but who's gonna protect me? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like, so I'm
yeah.
covered, bro. Like, I just, I'm covered from the top for the Holy Spirit. But at the same time, it's just like, yo, like, we gotta win. We gotta love one another, and we gotta win on that. You know what I'm saying?
What's crazy about 2020, as crazy as been as a lot of people who lost their lives, you know what I'm saying? 2020 with not only COVID but also the Trump election, speaking about America, America really held up a mirror to itself.
Yeah. Yeah.
And with the Stop Asian Hate movement as well, that was an opportunity for Asians to not only for America to hold up a mirror, but also Asians to hold up a mirror to themselves as well. Because a lot of arguments on social media and arguments that I've been a part of, or I should say debates that I've been a part of, is historically the racism that blacks and black folks have endured through by Asians. You know what I'm saying? And at the same time, there's that bigotry, I should say, of blacks towards Asians. You know what I'm saying? Historically. Talk about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you talk about you can't win, right? So have you felt that from either Filipinos or Asians looking at you as black, or as black folks looking at you as Asian? I'd imagine that it wouldn't be that tough because, if you have a drop of black in you, you black, right? That's the general consensus, right?
Yeah.
All right,
That's what America said.
That's what America
what
said.
I'm saying?
Right. Okay, so respectfully,
Yeah.
all respect. Talk about that. Have you had to deal with that in 2020? How have you internalized that, if anything at all?
No, I mean, I never necessarily dealt with it. I know, like, I've played in, like, when I used to play ball back in the day, I played in Asian leagues I played in like Asian American leagues and stuff like that.
Phil Lamb, shout out.
Yeah, shout out to Phil Lamb for sure. You know what I'm saying? That's where I got a lot of my reps up. But it was just like we would be killing it, like, you know what I'm saying? Like in every team you were allowed like 2 players outside of that. So, you know what I'm saying? We would go to tournaments, bro, me and my cousin. We would go to tournaments and it'd be like, oh, well, they've got more than 2, you know what I'm saying? Because he's black. And I would have to bring my birth certificate and everything, and he would too. And I'm literally like, yo, I'm 50%. But it's just a matter of just identity, right? Identifying, like, well, who I would identify with. Because like I said, growing up, all I knew was African Americans and hanging out with the kids. I knew a lot more, you know what I'm saying? But that's who I would kick it with, you know what I mean? But and just to run it back, but like, you know what I'm saying, historically too, African Americans and Asian Americans actually gelled a lot when it came to certain differences, when it came to like voter rights or job opportunities, things like that. We weren't given the opportunities together. So there's a lot of movements where you'll see that we are band together to make things shake or to make things happen.
Right,
you know
facts. And that's been my argument on or my rebuttal in these debates with on social media, is that, maybe generations before this one or the last one, historically, the bigotry of Asians towards African Americans has been high. Yeah, there's no, you know what I'm saying? I'm not even gonna say high. I'm just gonna say it's been there. You know what I'm saying? And of course, dropping Asians in the hood to open up their stores, there's obviously gonna be something there. A lot of folks use the word model minority when it comes to Asians, right? But this generation, and maybe the generation before, and over the last 4 or 8 years, has broken that stereotype to be like, look, like, yo, we got your back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We're young. We got your back. The struggle that you're going through, they can recognize that the promise of America is not only just a promise for white folks, it's a promise for everybody, or it's supposed to be. And we're here in the home of the civil rights movement. And I can say personally, in my experience, and coming from Virginia Beach and, being kind of removed, maybe outside looking in, I should say, just in the fact that, like, that's not where the movement is happening, but I know they're getting active now. But being here, you look at it and you respect it. And personally speaking, I look back at it when I go to, the MLK Memorial and when I look at it, I'm just like, I respect it. Like the Talib will call it the beautiful struggle. You know what I'm saying? Like you look at that and you take that inspiration from that. You know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of Asians have taken that inspiration from that. And unfortunately, because with the Stop Asian Hate, those things had to happen for that to come into light. But it's like, oh shit, we going through it too. Like this has been crazy too. The violence has been normalized up until this point. The hate has been normalized up until this point, just like racism was normalized before somebody fought for it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And we're fighting for the same thing. So I definitely agree with you in that we had that common struggle. And I think we are making strides to where it's like, hey, we all in this together. And that American promise, you know what I'm saying, it's been written about it by Filipino authors for a long time. That a promise isn't just for one person, it's for all of us. And
Absolutely.
If America doesn't get with it, then this is gonna be America's gonna be the flea market of the world. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's gonna get crazy because we gonna turn that shit up. Like we have to. Like you know what I'm saying? Like commerce, like all that shit, bro. Like it goes through. Like a lot of that shit goes through Asian Americans. You know what I'm saying? And African Americans and black folks, you know what I'm saying, in general, any like black and brown or whatever you identify with. Yeah. It's the matter of because the skin is darker. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's how I look at it. Right, Asian Americans and everything is because the skin is darker. But within our own, like we may have our issues, but at the same time, bro, it's like if you're not on this side, everything else is on this side. So we are all together when it comes to like, yo, bro, we got to figure this shit out together. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of how I look at it. So when I was looking at it, when I was talking to my wife about it, it was just a matter of like, I turn on the TV and I'm watching somebody that looks like me on the African American side, on the black side, getting harassed, dying. You know what I'm saying? Then I flip another channel and I see the other side. With the side that my mother identifies with, and they're dying, they're being harassed. So that's where I come at it with, where it's like, bro, I can't even win. You know what I'm saying? Right. But like I said, bro, like for our movement and everything like that, and then even in Virginia, because it was big in Virginia. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Just to put that tidbit out there, like when it came to the whole secession shit or like trying to secede from America, the capital of that whole shit was in Richmond. So it stems from Virginia. You know what I mean? And I always tell homies back home, it's like, yo, once we get this colonial buried money out of here, we can really do what the fuck we want to do. But it's buried, bro. It's buried in the depths of Virginia. And that's where it comes with like statues coming down. Because you ride through Richmond, bro, it's all type of slaveholders going like, damn, I go through this street and it's here. And then I make a left off Broad and I make a right here and there's another one. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's crazy, but we can go all day on this, John.
That's crazy, though, but it sounds like at some points the wool was pulled over our eyes, or Virginia's eyes, to be like, everything's cool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course.
But out here,
that's
they kept
everywhere.
Fighting.
Yeah, okay, I get you, because I mean it's deep south though. Like I put it to like that, like it's deep south. So even for Virginia, like bottom of the north to the top of the south, like it's almost like that transitional space. Yeah. And you get so much military influx into Virginia, you don't know who's from here or who's from there. Like, you know what I'm saying? So there's so many people passing through. But of course, like the struggle's definitely for real. Like, absolutely. Like especially in Georgia, like, you know what I'm saying. In my opinion, y'all got somebody here that's trying to take away voter rights. Right. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't vote for a certain amount of time or you don't go do this, then your voter rights go away. That's a constitutional right. So I mean, it's
making it hard. They're making it harder. Yeah. You know what's crazy though? Like light bulb kind of went off. Virginia. Maybe more people need to look at this. You know what I'm saying? Virginia, maybe more specifically Richmond or in that area, Nova, should be a microcosm of, or the zoomed in version of what America is or could be, in the sense that, like, matter of fact, I'll take it to the 7 cities, because you talk about it's a military town. It's a melting pot. It's always been described that way, right? Yep. If the soil, which is like the first settlement, you know what I'm saying, in Virginia, if it then turns into a playground of a melting pot, and if people forget the promise of America, where they came from, then it'll be forgotten. And then it's like, well, if we're getting it, we're having fun, and we're just going to do what we do or whatever. So then what happens is the haves and the have-nots will be totally separated, right? But whereas, as you compare that to Atlanta or the South, but if you remember what you're fighting for, you know what I'm saying, then that's what can keep us all grounded. But if you forget about that, if like let's say a Virginia or Nova forgets about that, not that they have, and I'm just can't fully articulate what I'm trying to say.
Right.
But like, you see that playground, you see all of that, and then the government's sitting back and like, okay, they cool then, right? All right, bet. But out here, they're like, nah, we ain't forgot. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be reparations or whatever it might be. So I think Virginia can take a cue from that, but I think the world can look at that as a whole and be like, okay, and I'm not saying that Virginia's fucking up in any way, but I'm just saying that like there's maybe, it's a beautiful thing, even though it came out of pain, that you're telling me that, a lot of folks have been civically engaged, protesting and all of that.
Yes, sir.
To get back to the beautiful struggle and the fight. You know what I'm saying? And I just hope that people remember that promise of liberty, life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness is for everybody.
Yeah,
and,
sure.
And I just hope that can spread in a lot of places. And I think with social media and everything, 2020 specifically, for sure, has definitely been a message for a lot of people. That message has gotten out more than ever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Especially with the voter turnout and everything. So that's why it's crazy that they're trying to suppress voting now.
Yeah, no, it's wild, man. But I can confidently say that, like, you know what I'm saying, the homies back home in Virginia are definitely on that. Like, we trying to make sure, you know what I'm saying, certain things are happening or certain rights are still there. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, especially in Richmond.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the homie Noah O. Shout out to the homie Radio Blitz. Like, you know what I mean? Those are hip hop artists that's from home base that are in front, like representing, you know what I'm saying, us when it comes to like, all right, we do the rap and we do that too, but we got things that we gotta accomplish here.
Yeah.
And they were when it was the protests and the marches and all that, those were the two that I always saw that were in the front representing us. So
that's what's up.
The town and home base is definitely representing, man. And yeah, we got a lot to really get through, you know what I'm saying, as a world, as a country, as a state, as a, you know what I'm saying, as a whole. And I feel like, we'll get there. You know what I'm saying? We'll get there just as long as like we stay on that course, like you said, and invest in us, build in us, and let us know that we here. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
They need us, bro. They need us in any facet of the motherfucking world, bro.
They need us, and don't try to put a fucking cap on us. Don't try to put a bottle cap on us, man.
For sure.
Sky's the limit for us, just like it is for anybody in this country.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I like this type of talk,
No, it's
man,
tight.
because
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying,
it's
outside
important.
of like hip hop, like this, we gotta let them know we don't just rap. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So I
Absolutely.
appreciate this conversation, bro, for
You know what I'm
sure.
saying? Yo, so clear the record for me and for anybody that might be watching, if you're uneducated, to this. Please clarify, if you know, and I hope you do know, the most lit shit I've ever seen and respected and admired. And I looked at it and I was like, what the fuck am I talking about, yo? Who put on the fucking concerts in front of the monument in Richmond, Virginia?
Who? Oh,
Was that Noah in them?
I hope so, man. I honestly don't know.
Oh
I honestly
need to
don't
know.
know. But like, you know what I'm
call
saying? Like
somebody.
I really big up the homie Radio. Like the homie
Yeah.
Radio B is like, I call him Virginia's hip hop governor. Like, like especially what he's got going on out there in Richmond and everything, man, when it comes to like the RVA Rap Elites and then the Southpaw Coalition. Shout out my homie, man. Like he's really in front. Like you can't, if you come into Virginia and you want to rap, you got to go through RVA Rap Elite.
Yeah.
That's stamped in. I said that. Like this has to be a meme or some shit. But like, yeah, bro. So I if I'm lying, then yeah. But yeah, I want to say yeah, he did it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I want to, but I honestly don't know. But the culture, the culture itself, the artistic culture, the musical culture in Richmond has always been like deep. You know what I mean? And I've loved every time I call it my second home.
Yeah.
I just love what they got going on up there, and I give Radio his flowers and everything like that, man.
No
So,
doubt. So
yeah.
context, man. There was a concert. What do you know what the monument was? I forget which
I don't-
Confederate monument is.
Yeah,
it's
they
the
all
one in
look the
cap.
same. It's a motherfucker on a horse or some weirdo shit.
Yeah,
Anyway,
but if you've
yeah.
seen a statue with somebody on a horse in Richmond, it's the one I'm talking about. I hate the fact that I don't know who it is right now. It's probably
it's
Patrick
all good.
Henry or something. No, it's not Patrick Henry. But a concert was put on in front of that. They had the lights, speakers, and if you've seen it in the last year, it's been tagged up, pieced up, Black Lives Matter, whatever, what have you. The whole thing is
Yes,
just pieced
sir.
up. So just picture that in your mind. Google it if you need to.
Yeah.
You should. The whole thing is just tagged up, pieced up. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And a concert is in front of it. Nothing but black folks, people of color, all walks coming
It was
together
dope, yeah.
to hear us.
Yeah.
Hear us. And it was a fucking concert. And I looked at that shit and I was like, bro, the slow clap, everything, man.
Yeah,
So
it was
whoever
dope.
put that together, Radio B, if he was you, no, I'm sure he was in there doing something with it. Big ups to y'all, man.
Shout out
Much
to the
love
homies,
and
man.
respect to the Nova fam. Blitz, we're gonna get you on one of these. We already talked. Let's
that'd be
go.
crazy. That'd
Yeah.
be crazy.
I need all the crazy Richmond spitters, man. I cannot lie, man. I know it's a 10-hour drive to get here. I know it's a long drive.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So High Off Life is coming to you. Will definitely be
Hey,
in
look,
Richmond.
you
man.
heard it first. Hey, you gotta stop at 757 too on the way there.
Oh, absolutely.
We got some rappers out there too.
Oh, no, I already know.
Yeah,
I already
you
know.
what
Let's
I'm
get
saying?
it. Let's get it. You know what I'm saying? All right, man. Before we get out of here, talk about the project and then
Yeah,
where we
man.
can find you at and all that good
Yeah,
stuff.
for sure, man. So the project I just dropped, it's called Theodore. I'm walking around with these flyers. I'm going across the world with these motherfuckers, man. But it's got the QR code, everything will pull up. But yeah, the project is called Theodore. It's been a few years in the making, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, 11 tracks of like just introspective hip hop. And it's me all the way, you know what I'm saying? It's everything, and a lot of it too is like it's a lot of personal information up there, but it's a lot of information that it convey to the listener. So
Yeah.
for any of the homies or any females too that go through certain things, man, it starts off real fast paced. Then it gets thoughtful. Then it's like, all right. Then you realize your worth. You know what I'm saying? And I want people to hear it and to see that. It's my story. It's almost like my semi-autobiographical piece here. But I mean, it's dope, man. And like I said, I'm running this one to the max. I got videos out, everything like that, man. And I got videos coming. So I'm on the gram, Beach Boy LEK. All one word. Slightsense.com is the main website. All one word. And yeah, if you tap in with me on the gram, man, from the gram I'll take you everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So for sure, man. Beach Boy LEK on Instagram, and we gonna do it like that.
No doubt. It's been a pleasure, bro, for the interview and this discussion. I needed it. You know what I'm saying?
I needed it too, man. I needed it too. Like I said, it's good to show, like, you know what I'm saying, like, we don't just rap. It ain't just bars, because that's the fun part of it, right? But like our hip hop foundation starts with that civic duty. Like, you know what I'm saying? It comes from a place of struggle. So when we can step outside of the studio and have these conversations, man, it's necessary, bro.
Yeah, it's important to respect us as MCs and as people as well. And I'll say, the struggle a lot of times with Filipino Americans or Asian Americans is identity. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you're mixed. I know generations of kids that have lost, kids that call lumpia egg rolls. I'm like, what the hell? What did you just call it? No, it's a lumpia. It's not an egg roll.
Yeah.
It's
Put
important.
that shit down. If you don't know what it is,
Don't
just
eat
put it
You
down.
know what I'm saying? Dip it in ketchup. I wish you would dip some lumpia in ketchup. No, but identity is a big thing.
Yeah.
So, in this last year, it's been like, I see the beautiful struggle. I see what's going on. It's like, well, where do we identify? You know what I'm saying? Who do we back up? Who do we support? And we wouldn't change it for the world. That we fighting the good fight for the right people with the right people, because that same struggle and same fight is our fight as well.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Big shout out to everybody that's been watching, tuned in to High Off Life TV. Please follow Lek. You know what I mean?
I'm outside.
Outside, man.
Big
Also,
outside.
Jack Spade, our shooter in here. Fuck with him, you know what I'm saying, on the video tip and also the music, all of that multi-talented brother, man, in here helping out. Shout out One Man Show, Big Piff in here, H, Live Hip Hop Daily, of course, Savage Fam, the underground goes through us. Get at me at Mike Sick World. Just don't be talking to Tagalog in my inbox, because I only know the bad words.
That's a fact. Me too. Look, I'm the same way.